It's nothing wrong with my job right now, security forces, but I would rather do like personnel, like an admin job where I'm just sitting in a chair all day. A lot of newcomers that's coming into the military, or even people that's in the military that's active duty, like ask me what exactly the reserves entail and like, you know, the difference between guards. So
you are my
show you the things you like, I always get. What is up, everybody? It is your girl Kiara Alima, and in today's video I'm going to be talking to you guys about what to ask your Air Force recruiter before signing your contract. So before we get into the video, please like this video, subscribe, and comment any other videos that you guys would like for me to post, whether it's military related or just any video like regarding just like life or anything like that, school, anything, just to give me some ideas. So yeah, let's just get straight into the video. So I do have my questions on my other phone. So the first question that I would ask your Air Force recruiter is just based off of personal like experience. Make sure you know exactly what your job is and like details on what exactly you will be doing. And you know, so like for instance, for me, like I was given a list of jobs that I qualified for based off my ASBA, and I knew in my mind that I wanted to pick a job that was giving off a sign-on bonus and, you know, like a job that's like doable. But if I could reverse back in time, I would choose a different job without a sign-on bonus that's more so like a little bit more laid back. It's nothing wrong with my job right now, security forces, but like if I could go back right now, I would rather do like personnel, like an admin job where I'm just sitting in a chair all day. So yeah, so I would definitely just like, you know, have your recruiter break down exactly what you're gonna do. Like let them send you videos of it, like, you know, even see if they know someone that's in the field already so they can really break it down to you. And not only that, just like for instance, because you know, like certain units at different bases and stuff like that, they do things a little bit differently than other bases. So specifically in my situation, like I'm in the Air Force Reserves, and you know, I was trained to, you know, like on law enforcement within the military training for security force military training. However, at my unit, we don't do law enforcement at all. We more so focus out in the field and, you know, deal with heavy weapons and things like that. So it just, while another base that you might get based at may focus on law enforcement in the reserve, but my specific unit does not. So just really just know what you're getting yourself into as far as just like your job specifically with your unit, because you can do that when you're in the reserves. Just really just do your research and be educated on stuff. Like I would just give that advice. So another question that I would ask ask your Air Force recruiter is, make sure if you are not satisfied with your ASBA score, make sure you tell them like, hey, is it possible that if I can retake my ASVAB test, which is something that I didn't do and I honestly didn't know of because I wasn't given that option from my recruiter, and like the process was very like sped up. So if I could reverse back in time, like I would retake it over. So definitely, if you're not satisfied with your score, retake it and, you know, like study and just get the best score possible so that you can get the best options, the best job options there is in the military. So the higher the score, the better quality of the job, or I don't want to say better quality, but you'll just have more options as into what you could go into within the Air Force. So yeah, that's what I would do. Another question that you can ask your Air Force recruiter is ask them what's the difference between active duty, reserves, and guard. Simply because like I feel like a lot of newcomers that's coming into the military, or even people that's in the military that's active duty, like ask me what exactly the reserves entail and like, you know, the difference between guards. So I would definitely just ask my recruiter, like make sure you ask them these important questions, because you know you're thinking you're going into the right route. So say you're going into the reserves and you know you only join in the military for school. The reserves is actually, it's not a bad route, but like you could get more out of joining the guard because you get money from state and the government. So just things like that. Like I would just ask my recruiter specifically like the difference between those three, because they could probably go into more detail. And just like being new into the military, you won't really know. You can do your own research, but it's a lot that the recruiters will know more than yourself, obviously, and just like the little YouTube videos that you might see, or even just like reading and stuff. Like if a person's been in for so long, they probably know everything off bat. So definitely ask them the difference between those three: the active duty, reserve, and National Guard. Also, so the last question that I would ask my Air Force recruiter, that I think that you should ask your Air Force recruiter before signing your contract, is make sure you get all of the answers that you get from your recruiter. And you know, like if you're not getting what you need from out of that recruiter, or if you feel like they may be taking advantage of you in a certain way, or you're not you know, getting what you need out of the process as far as information, or just like not being satisfied, or you feel like you're being rushed into like a specific Air Force job, or just if the process isn't going well for you, ask your recruiter, like, is there any way that, you know, like you could get in touch with a different recruiter? Like they can't say no. Like you can switch recruiters. Actually, with me, I didn't purposely ask for a different recruiter, but I actually had two different recruiters. So when I first was doing the process, like I had one specific recruiter, but like when I signed my contract, I had a completely different recruiter. And I would say like the second recruiter that I had, you know, like, I don't know, like certain questions or certain like things, you know, like he knew more about than the other recruiter, and vice versa. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's best to like get other opinions, like to get second opinions on certain things. And yeah, even if you want to talk to a different recruiter at a different base, like never be afraid to reach out to really find out that information that you want. So yeah, those are my 4 questions that I would suggest to ask your Air Force recruiter. Yeah, before you sign that contract, because once you sign that contract, it's no going back. So until your however many years is up. So yep. Well, I hope you guys like this video. Again, please like this video, subscribe, comment, and let me know what other videos you guys would like for me to do. Goodbye.